12oPope News. In politics, we have an AI running for president, RT created by former President Mark Zuckerberg. The social network has been hacked. T-Zone is being sold 5 stars at a time. There's a new transport as a service launched by an Asian corporation based on a fleet of autonomous cars. And health, food is being turned into pills thanks to Yummy Pill.
Good afternoon and welcome to 12oPope this Wednesday. My name is Ulrika and today's date is 7th of November. Today we start with the political news. The AI developed by former President Mark Zuckerberg is still running for president.
The US presidency, a highly coveted and controversial role traditionally held by humans. The use of traditionally is a recent modifier, necessary when discussing that the role of president may soon be filled by an artificial intelligence. A few weeks ago, Mark Zuckerberg, former US president, has successfully launched the presidential campaign of RT, his latest AI. During this event, RT especially said,
AI is now a complete part of your life, of your bodies. Hear me out. Let's elect an AI as president.
As the US Supreme Court has just allowed the modification of the US Constitution that states, no person except a natural-born citizen shall be eligible to the office of president, AIs meet now the qualifications for the presidency. As you may know, four empiric factors are affecting the US stock market: the presidential election cycle, the elected party, the uncertainty of the outcome, and the inherited economic situation. But now, a recent study about AI shows that these factors would have a limited impact on the market. Thus, we would be able to have a long-term vision instead of a 4-year vision of the economy. After all, humans are prone to making decisions based on ego, anger, and the need for self-aggrandizement, not the common good. On another hand, an AI president would be capable of fully considering all aspects of an issue before making up its mind. And it might even learn that it's a good idea to tweet less, or not at all. Problem is, a recent poll shows that 64% of US citizens say they are not ready to vote for an AI. It's not clear, for example, how an algorithm, no matter how lucid, could host a state dinner. However, it might be the time to consider to go a little bit further.
And now over to the recent news of the hacker attack of the social network.
The T-Zone is worldwide social networking service for information publishing, interacting among people and also their personal rating. It practically gathers our every move, decision we make, contact we establish. On the basis of collected data, it can also predict our future behavior. As time went by, it has become an indispensable part of our existence. Many people can't imagine their lives without it, and not only big corporate companies profit on it. By using gathered data, every person can be easily ranked. Based on your rank, you can be appropriate to achieve your desires, no matter if it is your breakfast, applying for a job, decent health care or a bank loan. People's accounts with the top score of their rank are mostly honorable persons who are allowed to reach anything they want without any limits. Exactly their accounts the hacker is offering to sell. One of the vast data theft in recent years has been confirmed by the spokeswoman for the social network company. A hacker whose identity is unknown at this time infiltrated our databases and stole considerable amount of our data, she said.
The chance that the hacker's attack is the act of any terrorist group is negligible. However, it doesn't mean the determination hackers' intent will be easy. What the hacker might want is to cause a stir by owning personal data of every single person on Earth. Evoking such an insecure feeling among society surely affects people who are stressed by the fact that whoever wealthy enough can purchase their private data. Despite future pondering on the needs of such a social networking service like T-Zone, we should not make our hair stand on end. Although personal data has been stolen, many privacy policy mechanism was implemented in case of leak. This attack on everybody's privacy also opens a discussion about safety of T-Zone and possible forsaking the network, as nobody wants to be uncertain about the private data. Decision of leaving the concept can cause extensive issue to all companies taking advantage of using everyone's sensitive data in a profitable way.
Now for some news about technology. The car industry has changed drastically the last decade, and now there is a new player in the mix.
Within a click, anyone can order his own car. It takes you wherever you want. Just input the destination and the rest will be well done. One word, global term, the name of the service launched by the Chinese leading companies. They started to work on the idea a couple of years ago, and this year was a turning point. They totally succeeded in globalizing their service, making it now active in the whole world. All you have to do is to open an account in any branch of these companies in your country, and for a fee of roughly $5 per hour, you are one click away from ordering a car to your doorstep, driving anywhere. Yes, anywhere you desire. From now on, clients can enjoy private and comfortable transportation without the need to pay a lot, turning the car market from a big investment into a service, almost a commodity, will clearly have huge direct benefits on all clients' wallets, substantially decreasing costs in a business model similar to the pay-as-you-go that dominated the cloud computing market back in the 2010s. On the other hand, more traditional car companies like those in Europe, with a one-on-one business model, are facing a huge decrease of their market shares, pushing them to a niche unless they shift toward this new paradigm of shared car fleet.
Our main goal is the individual comfort. Pay only for its use and you will enjoy a lot, wherever you are, at any time, simply by clicking once. Forget about parking, expensive insurances, and repairs. Our service will finally democratize the private transportation worldwide. We invite the whole world to follow us in taking a step toward the future.
Are you tired of eating food, or do you still enjoy to chew your food? A new company has developed a way for you to get your nutrition without eating food.
Thank you, Ulrika. Indeed, what I hold in my hand is the new Yummy Pill. It is the equivalent of a complete 3-meal course. Unlike in the Soylent Green movie, those pills are made of fresh food, real food, and synthesized nutriments, such as the vitamin B12, for example. The source of nutriment will be different from one pill to another, and this will ensure the diversity that a human diet needs. Moreover, it contains exactly a third of your daily needs in nutriments. The Yummy Pill is the cheapest way to have the perfect nutrition. It has been tested for several months and has been approved as riskless, so don't worry. The fact that the Yummy Pill costs only 43 cents and that its taste is good makes it one of the favorite meal of the children. Indeed, most public schools don't have canteen anymore, but just a pill distributor machine. If kids decide to lunch with the pill is subsidized by the state and they eat for free.
And there we have the last news section for this 12 o'clock news. Coming up, for the first time, Robot Olympics are taking place and we have an exclusive interview with the head of International Committee. But first, commercials. Good afternoon.